What if I told you the most powerful skill you could ever learn isn't taught in schools, but it will determine your success, your happiness, and your future? In a world of AI, automation, and constant uncertainty, there's one thing that gives you the ultimate edge, not just to survive, but to thrive. That edge is understanding patterns. Because life at your business, your emotions, your relationships, it all comes down to patterns. And once you learn to recognize them, use them, and eventually create them, everything changes. I look at my kids, my grandkids, and I think about the world they're walking into. 40% of today's jobs? Gone. AI, robotics, nanotech, it's all moving fast. So how do we prepare them? How do we prepare ourselves? It comes down to 3 skills. First, pattern recognition. When you start recognizing patterns, fear disappears. Because fear is uncertainty, and patterns give you certainty. History has patterns. Emotions have patterns. Business, finance, relationships. They all run in cycles. Most people react, but leaders anticipate. And anticipation is power. Second, pattern utilization. Seeing the pattern is just step 1. You've got to know how to use it. The best investors, creators, athletes, entrepreneurs, they don't just see it, they move with it. They know where the emotion is, where the camera should move, when to strike, and when to hold. That's mastery. Third, pattern creation, the highest level. When you've studied enough patterns, lived enough, pushed through enough, you don't just follow the rules anymore. You write your own. You innovate, you lead. And the truth is, these patterns, they're not just in markets or careers, they're in your life. Your own evolution follows the seasons of nature. Spring, that's 0 to 21. Everything grows fast. You're absorbing, learning, playing. You might face hardship, but overall, you're in a protected space. Someone's watching over you. Then comes summer, 22 to 42. And that's the grind. That's where the heat comes in. This is where life tests you. It's the most statistically unhappy time in life. Why? Because you had expectations that haven't been met yet. You thought success would be faster. You're trying to prove yourself. It's not easy, but it's where your muscle gets built. And if you plant wisely and push through, you hit fall, 43 to 63. This is your power season. You do more with less. You don't hustle just to prove anymore. You move with wisdom. You've earned your name, your identity, your strength. Fall is where you reap. Then comes winter, 63 and beyond. And no, it's not the end. It's the season of wisdom. You don't prove. You give. You lead by presence. You mentor. You create legacy. You've been through the cycles, and now, with one conversation, one word, one look, you can move lives. And just like in nature, we don't get to skip winter. We all go through it. But here's the gift. After winter, there's always spring. Always? Look at history. People born in 1910. They saw World War I, the Roaring Twenties, and then the Great Depression. That was their winter. And then World War II. That generation, they were called flappers, dreamers, soft. But winter made them strong. They became the greatest generation because of the winter. We're in winter right now, culturally, economically, spiritually. But winter is not the end. It's a test. It purifies. It prepares the strong for the next spring. You just have to recognize it. So ask yourself, what season are you in right now? Are you planting? Are you grinding? Are you harvesting? Are you reflecting? You can't complain that it's cold in winter. You train in winter. You prepare. You build. Some of the greatest companies, Disney, FedEx, Apple, were born in a recession. In winter. Because winter produces the strongest roots. Good times create weak people. Weak people create hard times. Hard times create strong people. And strong people, they create the good times again. Wherever you are in your journey, honor the season. It's not happening to you. It's happening for you. Every moment has purpose. Every season has wisdom. Every pattern holds a possibility. Learn to see it, use it, and when you're ready, create your own. That's how you don't just survive change, you lead it. Let's rise.